today I just want to go through my usual day-to-day routine, how I use the indicators, how I do my analysis, and yeah, it will be just the basics, and I quickly go over the settings as well, so you get yeah to know how I use them and what the settings do and how you could maybe optimize your analysis based on our indicators. So as you can see, I plotted my levels because I really like to do it manually. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes when I got time because I really want to train my eye. And I think yeah, it's always good if you yeah don't lose the motivation to do your own analysis. So in this case, yeah, I plotted the most important levels on the chart, and yeah, I just double check them with the indicators if I did my analysis right. Before we do that, I just want to go quickly over the settings. So as you can see, you can decide whether you want the tool to show partial hops. For us, partial hops are hops that are or that fit partially through an FVG. Then we have partially mitigated hops. These are hops that are mitigated by less than 50%, so the EQ is still fine, so it's not taken yet. Then we got stock optimization. This is crucial because the time frames are aggregated differently since stocks are not trading 24/7. So yeah, you should check that box if you want to chart forex, stocks, indices, anything like that. Then we got merge overlapping labels. That's crucial if you're like charting and then you're seeing clusters, right? And you want to read the labels, then you should have merge overlapping labels on because it merges the labels and it makes it clearer. Makes it better to read. Yeah, then we got a threshold setting that comes with the overlapping label setting. It basically, yeah, lets you decide how strict you want to merge the labels. Then we got a breaker block range. That's quite interesting because you can decide in which price range you want the tool to look for hidden liquidity. That's really nice to keep your charts clean. Then a setting I personally use a lot, it's only show hop equilibrium. So it basically only shows, yeah, the 0.5 mark of the whole block, where the liquidity is concentrated the most. I mean, it keeps your charts cleaner, and yeah, I like to use it. Then we got a breaker block deviation setting that yeah, basically lets you decide how strict the tool should be regarding the engulfing candles. So yeah, I've got a little deviation right here because yeah, we can only work with the data provided by the brokers, and yeah, if the data is not 100% accurate, it might not show some hops. So yeah, that's why I'm using it like that. Then a breaker block minimum size percentage. If you don't want to trade tiny hidden order blocks because you think that the body might contain less liquidity, you can just say, okay, let's put it to 0.1 and you won't see the tiny hidden order blocks anymore. Then we go to partial minimum size and FVG percentage. So that basically means how much of the hidden order block should be behind the FVG. I'm personally using 35%. I did some backtesting on it. I really like it. Yeah. Then yeah, you can decide which timeframes the tool should check. You can also decide if you want to see the most hidden levels on the chart. So if I put that to 3, for example, it will only show hops that are 3 times hidden. So like hidden by 3 FVGs. That's quite powerful when it comes to refining. Then you can obviously uncheck the time frames. You got your yeah visual settings. I think I don't have to explain those. And we obviously have supply and demand as well. Same settings right here. Kick off value, that's basically the difference between the first and the second candle. So in this case, I got it on 1.2%, 1.2, which means that the following candle, the impulse candle, has to be 20% larger than the first candle. Yeah, also breaker block range, and yeah, that's just a visual setting as well. You can uncheck the boxes. So let's get into the analysis. So you plotted your levels, and then you just want to check if you did it right. So you gotta check supply and demand. Okay, we got some supply zones up here. Nice, we found them. Okay, did a good job with the analysis. I found another supply up here as well. For I found some demand, matches perfectly with my fibs. Also some demand down here, also 2-month block here. So as you can see, the levels fit. So I did a good job, I did my analysis right, but that's not everything, right? Because I also want to look for liquidity, especially hidden liquidity. So what I'm doing is I uncheck that, and I'm seeing, oh, okay, there's a nice cluster down there. It's yet to be refined. I didn't do it properly because to be honest, I didn't have the time. But yeah, we got a nice 10-week partial up here. We got some liquidity here. So maybe when price comes down, it wicks into the demand and then closes inside the hidden order blocks. That's a +1 for your entry right there. So yeah, that's basically how I do it. I also, as you probably have seen, I'm using the breaker block range because I don't wanna have an information overload. I want to see the most relevant levels, the levels that could get hit on or during the day. So that's why I always keep that on like 20 or 30%. Obviously, if I'm doing higher time frame analysis, it's not at 30%. But yeah, for my day-to-day analysis, I'm doing it like that. I mean, you can obviously also do intraday trades like scalping, anything like that, and you can basically uncheck the lower time frames as well. Hidden liquidity mid time frame. Here it supports the demand, for example. We got lots of liquidity down here. I mean, it's great for refining. Also, I mean, supply and demand mid time frame, right? If you're into that, you can do that. For me personally, it's too stressful because I don't have a lot of time, so I'm only plotting the most relevant levels. So yeah, what I really want to get out there is a big thank you to all of you guys for supporting us. It means the world to us. As I said, I can't really believe what's happening right now, and I've never thought of anything like that, to be honest. When I came up with the idea, we just started coding, and we never thought that it would bring us that far already. I mean, it was always my dream, but yeah, here we are. And if you guys have any requests, any questions, just drop it in the comments or text me on X, write me a DM, join our Discord if you wanna keep being updated. We post lots of updates there. You can also provide feedback. You can provide suggestions, anything like that. Just let me know. And yeah, if you wanna see like a more in-depth video, I can do that as well. I just wanted to go quickly over the settings, maybe show you what I'm doing, how I'm using the indicators for my personal style. I mean, everyone has a different style, right? But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching, and love you guys. Thank you for everything.